everything doesn't have to be super inclusive all the time.
No, it does. I'm sorry. It actually does all the time, constantly. And if you don't,
sometimes it's fine. But
have you guys seen the new James Bond?
What some are calling the game of the decade, Expedition 33, is being called out and lambasted by people on social media. They are not happy about this game. Verbal Riot, have you heard anything about Claire Obscure Expedition 33?
I have heard nothing negative about this game. I'm playing it right now, and I'm telling you, it's the most gorgeous game I think I played ever. Like, it is a beautiful game. I'm not even a turn-based RPG guy, and I'm loving this game right now.
Logan, have you played it?
I own it.
You own it? He owns it. There you go. That's right.
I've heard no bad things about it. So this is news to me.
Okay, well, listen, it is the internet, so naturally there will be bad things about it. And we're here to talk about how silly it is. This is from Pirate Nation over here. Blabs, why don't you read the quote here?
All right, French leftists are trying to cancel devs of Claire Obscure with accusations of racism. They're grasping at straws such as Sandfall, consisting of white devs, peddling conspiracies that Sandfall are racist and are gatekeeping non-whites and non-French from working the studio. That Sandfall consists of the bigots who were expelled from Ubisoft after its workplace harassment drama. That they're racist because the sole Black Expedition 33 member dies earlier in the game. That the game somehow has a nationalistic and patriotic agenda which is meant to appeal to fascists. Who the hell are these basement dwellers? This is hilarious.
Yeah.
Why do we pay these people any attention, to be honest? They're just morons spewing on the internet.
Why? To laugh at them, Blabs, which is exactly what we're going to do. Here we go.
I'm assuming that they're targeting this game because it's successful.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
It's very successful. And no, it's not very diverse, but you're playing a game where you're fighting ridiculous monsters and weird shit. This is a dumb argument.
It was made in France. And
it was made in France.
Well, you can see some of the things here. This is from Regia. I don't know. I don't really know how to say his name, but we do know that he is a YouTuber as well. Here, this is his tweet here. Just curious what his channel looks like. He has 249,000 subscribers over here, and he looks exactly like you'd expect him to look over here for complaining about these things. But here we go.
French.
30 devs. Yeah, and he's He is indeed.
Tower croissant.
Croissant. All right. Here we go from Marvel Fit. Why don't you read that one, Blabs?
All right, Marvel Fitness FR says there were more than 33 developers. The Asians who worked on the game are not highlighted. A person of color reported being rejected for a developer position, which inevitably gets people talking, maybe because they were shit for the job. The game itself doesn't really follow the woke codes, with racialized characters highlighted, as well as their teams in the photo. This appears to fascists, and it's politically exploited by the racist video game fans for the anti-diversity fight. It also raises eyebrows among leftists. Moreover, the nationalist and patriotic discourse was very present in the promotion of this game, which makes some people suspicious of the creator's underlying ideologies. But in short, in any case, the game is good, and there's no point in making a judgment on their intentions without concrete evidence. It's probably just a coinkydink.
Probably. There we go. So, anyways, you can see these people, and really, they're complaining about a bunch of nothing here. Verbal Riot, you said you're playing through it, you're enjoying it. Have you seen?
I'm enjoying a lot of it, man. I really, I'm looking forward to the day when all of this shit just stops. All of this, forced diversity, everything has to be super.
We're going to be way too old by then.
Yeah,
I know, but I just feel like, guys, gaming is a big world. It's a big world, right? You could have a game full of black people, and that'd be fine. You could have a game full of Asian people, which they have, and that would be fine, right? Like Indian people, whatever. Everything doesn't have to be super inclusive all the time.
No, it does. I'm sorry. It actually does all the time, constantly. And if you don't,
sometimes it's fine. But
have you guys seen the new James Bond? What do you think about that new James Bond trailer? Oh,
yeah.
You didn't like it?
Really?
I don't recall it, if I'm being totally honest with you.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
That thing was terrible.
No, I think they're attacking this game because of the success it's had, and like if this game failed, no one would care.
Well, of course, yeah, it just would have came and went. But yeah, the game has more eyes on it, so naturally people are going to start pointing and pointing fingers and more eyeballs, more attention, and more idiots.
Shoot, it did better than Doom Dark Ages. It sold more.
Yeah.
It's because this game defeats all like the points that all these people are always trying to make, that diversity is our strength, it makes everything better, blah 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 blah. Well, diversity originally was diversity of thought, not just stripping everyone down to their skin color and sexuality, and they just can't stand it. That's really it.
Or we can go to a couple gens back and just go, hey, a good game's a good game.
Yep.
What happened to those days?
And also ask BioWare how that's going for them right now. Right? Ask them about Dragon Age, right?
How many of that? Oh, wait, the whole team got fired.
Well,
I don't know, man. I wish gaming would have stayed a pure place, right? Like I understand movies, Hollywood, you got to kiss the ring, you got to do all that stupid shit. I wish gaming just would have stayed a little bit more pure, where it's like, hey, we do this for fun, we're having a good time, we don't need this shit, right? We don't need the politics in our games.
Well, this is part of the thing where you have as soon as you let one psycho in, and then all of a sudden the gates have been breached, and this is where you get right here. I 100% agree. Now, one of the things that they were complaining about with Expedition 33 was, remember, they said these were the racist cast-offs from Ubisoft after the cultural shift, right? But what about Ubisoft? We saw the tweet a couple days ago where, obviously we're in the middle of Pride Month. Big deal, right? Now, is
that still a thing?
Well, at Ubisoft it is, even though despite just a few days ago, if you recall, they had a tweet out where they were talking about Happy Men's Health Awareness Month. Do you guys recall this?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is people were like, yeah, win for Ubisoft. All right. Yeah. And, it's great. Cool. But according to Endymion, that may not necessarily be the case. Once again, Endymion is the source. Take it as a grain of salt with anything we talk about on the show. We have a source that this is from Endymion. It says, I just got sent this from a Ubisoft insider. They're still pushing Pride stuff month internally, and alleged Ubisoft still hasn't shown any internal help or post about Men's Health Awareness Month. If true, that sucks. But do with what you will. So was that Rainbow Six Siege post to the extent of their support here? And this is them, and they're obviously doing what they do. And it's, once again, it's a French company. They're talking about how it's time to celebrate all that. Like, by the way, this looks like a router password. Like, can I just be really honest? Does that not look like a router?
Yeah.
We just call it the Alphabet Mafia.
Right. That's what we're going on over here. But while the workplace protections remain firmly in place, a shifting landscape makes allyship more important than ever. I just don't understand why it's important to tell everybody where you put your penis. I just don't get it.
Also, I hate that word so much now. Allyship. I'm tired of hearing that.
Yeah,
see, that's still okay, but God forbid we tell people like myself that I'm a Christian. Oh no, then I'm just the most worst person in the world.
Well, here's the thing. The reason why I hate that word so much is, what does it even mean? What does an ally mean? An ally to what and for what?
That
right?
You're okay with them sticking their things in places?
Well, because what it's implying is that all these people are against them, right? So we need people to ally with us to fight. Right. Fight what?
That's right.
Right?
Well,
I this is the problem I'm having with this.
Yeah, you're 100% right. And I think there's been the the idea of like pride fatigue. I think that there's a lot of people who very much feel that. Just the idea of like, look, we get it. Okay, it's fine. Just nobody cares. You literally don't need to put it in our face. It's fine. And then we all see the corporate nonsense of everyone backtracking this year because there has been a culture shift. It's like, if you truly were an ally, if you truly were, then you'd put that up regardless of how. But now, these corporate, you see Apple, they didn't post anything this year.
Dude, even Starbucks took down their rainbows.
Right.
Starbucks.
So it's all nonsense. It's all bullshit. Right. Now, according to Ubisoft, though, allyship is a verb. It isn't a passive label. It's an active commitment, right here. It means
Fuck outta
listening to and learning from these team members, normalizing inclusive languages,
Team
language
members?
and action. What's that?
It's a team now.
Yeah. Well,
What's the
members,
sport?
members of Ubisoft is what they mean. Challenging
Okay.
others to do the same. Now, here are some things, some steps you can take. Obviously, you need to respect people's pronouns, right? Check your colleagues' team's profiles for their preferred pronouns, right? What's this? 10% of people, 5% of people who give you their preferred pronouns, and we're gonna, and 95% of people need to do it. Share your pronouns with me when meeting new colleagues. Adding your pronouns, she, her, he, him, they, them on Teams. When introducing yourself, so it's like, hey, it's me, she, they. Whenever you meet somebody, join You Be Proud. One of the most impactful ways to act as an ally. Look, if you're working in this company, legit question, and they say, look, this isn't a passive label. This is an active commitment. They're saying it right here. This is an active commitment that you have to be in. Like, and they're saying these are things that you need to do. One of the most impactful ways. What if you don't? Like, what if you decide you don't? Like, is HR looking at you going like, they're troublemakers. They're not an active ally.
You have to
you know what
respect
they're doing
that,
right now.
but
They're-
not people's religion? Because there's a lot of people whose religion, i.e. Christians, and there are plenty of them that say that is wrong. We should not go by that. So it's okay to set, poo-poo on those people, but not on the people that put their sexual preferences ahead of everything else?
Well, here's a good question. Along with that, do you have a legal case if you're a Christian and they punish you for not, being on board? Do you have a case against them now because they're infringing on your religious rights, right?
Well, here in the States, you probably could, but over there, aren't they based in France as well? It doesn't mean anything. It's whatever they tell you goes. So here in the States, we got freedom of religion and, it's still discrimination.
I'm starting to think this newsletter is from years ago, because when you go and search "You Be Proud," the only thing that pops up is from 2022. So I think that maybe this thing existed, but it's not a new Pride Month newsletter.
Okay,
so did they take it down?
Well,
This is all I have.
Allow me to kind of remember, there are internal things that you can join, right? This may publicly, it may be this way, but privately, there's always the public facing portal. Then there's the private facing portal in a lot of these big companies. Right. So publicly, yes, you may not have access to the information, but privately, they may be saying other things.
True, right? But I'm just saying, the fact that they haven't said anything about "You Be Proud" anywhere in 3 years kind of seems a bit fishy to me.
I don't know. I mean, I got this right here. It says from 2022. I got the exact same thing you pulled up.
Yeah, there's nothing after that. I
don't know.
So I think that this definitely might have existed, this little email, but I think it's old. Hopefully, that's I hope it is. That way, we see it. They're actually going back to normal standards.
Well, I mean, obviously, when you look at that website was from 2022, and that is when a lot of the height of this insanity.
Exactly. That's why I'm thinking this little email is old.
Potentially. But the point that it existed in the first place, the idea
it's insane, absurd.
Mm-hmm. So we're growing. Grow with us. Hit that subscribe button. Don't make it weird. Not like that. That's weird.